Hi, students. Dr. Cohen here. I am going to briefly go over your M4 assignment. First of all, to say, I realize that some of you might have some anxiety around your grades at this point. So I really want you to do the best you can with this assignment. If you need to reach me, I am going to have some time over Zoom on Monday, December 2nd from noon to from 11 to 12:15. But if that time doesn't work, just email me and we will set something up. Okay, so let me start out by going over the assignment. So there's my little announcement about having my Zoom office hours. Yeah, let's see. Get in here. Oh, I know why it's doing this. All right, I can't show you as a student because I didn't take the orientation quiz, so I have no access to modules. All right, if we go in here to module 4, and you can see there's several different things related to the assignment, but let's start out with the assignment overview. Here, you're going to be searching for an aging-related job. And searching for the job is really the first step to this process. And it's important that there are two important criteria. One is that it's an aging related job, and the other one is that it's a job that you would qualify for with the degree that you are currently seeking. So if you're getting a degree, for instance, in sociology, you would look for an aging related job that in the description says sociology majors or background would work. And there's a lot of different jobs. You want to make sure that you can find one that's specifically with your bachelor's degree. The other thing is it's important that you look for a job that you would qualify for. So for instance, some people have put in jobs that are like certified nurse's aide. You don't need a bachelor's degree to be a nurse's aide, but more so that's one part, but more importantly, you need a certificate. So that's not going to work because you're not going to have you be a certified nurse's aide with a bachelor's degree. That's a separate training. So there are lots of different jobs. You might do a little careers in aging search, see what kinds of jobs. The other thing is you're not obligated to get a job near you. This is kind of an exercise. So you could find an aging related job in Alaska or, someplace else. And that's fine because really you're not necessarily going to apply for the job. It's just this is the exercise to teach you how to do that. Okay, so number one, find an aging related job. And I've given you a bunch of different places that you can go to look for those jobs. Then you're going to create a single Word document that has three things: the job description, and I'll go in more detail in a minute, a cover letter specifically for that job, and your resume. So all three of those go into a single Word document. I do not accept PDF files. That's another thing I want to make sure you know. The assignment is due December 8th at 11 p.m. I will not be accepting late assignments because this is your final exam, and I'm going to have time to grade them and get the grades in. So you might want to work on this well up front of the due date. All right, so let's have a look at what's going to be required. In the job description, I need four things: a job description. Okay, so you can copy and paste it, but make sure that the formatting isn't wonky. That happens sometimes. The qualifications of an applicant. So if it requires a bachelor's degree, if it requires a certain amount of years of experience, those kinds of things will go there. The organization that is seeking to fill the position, so the name of the organization, you can put the address. I actually will be able to get to most of that stuff. So you just put the name of the organization and a hyperlink that gets me to the job posting, and make sure it gets me to the job posting. If you use LinkedIn, for instance, and you copy me a link to your LinkedIn search, it's going to take me nowhere. So it's going to have to be the website for the organization or some other link. So my suggestion with that is open up a different web browser, pop the link in, make sure the link's going to work. If the link doesn't work, then you'll lose credit for that. Okay, the next thing is your cover letter. You're going to construct a one-page cover letter that says why you're interested and why you're a viable candidate for the position. It's not a generic letter. The letter has to be tailored. The idea of a cover letter is, here's this job, here's why I qualify for it, here's why you're going to want me to apply. There is a link just here below that you'll see. That is in career services at Georgia Southern, information on how to construct a cover letter. So also to know that you can use things that you've learned in this class in your cover letter. So I've taken this class in aging and it's taught me these things, that kind of stuff. Okay, resume. Probably a lot of you already have a resume, but do not send a generic resume in this assignment. Here, I want you to create a one-page resume that's tailored to the job that you are applying to. So make sure that you revise it. If it says that you have to have a minimum of 3 years experience in something, make sure that you have a minimum of 3 years of experience in whatever that is on your resume. Okay. If you have job skills or personal skills that are relevant to the job, like maybe it says effective organizational skills, put something that indicates that you have that skill right at the top. Remember, you can only use an aging-related job that you're going to qualify for with your bachelor's degree. Okay, so there are a bunch of other pieces of feedback here, links that you can use. There's a couple of other places besides using, so you can use career services, but there's a couple of other links to places that you can look for jobs. Remember, a single document, Word document with your job posting, your cover letter, and your resume. Only Word documents. And carefully review the grading rubric to make sure that all the components that are going to be required are there. I also want to show you some of the resources that I've put up here. So this is a list of resources from career services at Georgia Southern. By the way, I just had them come and do a presentation, and I found out that you all will qualify for services through them for the rest of your life. So alumni also have access to their services, which is really great. So there's a link to kind of the main page for students. There's a link to the page for writing a cover letter. There's a link to the page for writing resumes. And then there's a link to the page where you will search for a job. So probably should reverse those a little bit since you want to start with searching for the job. I think I might do that after I finish making this video. Okay, so there's that. Then there's a PowerPoint presentation that someone from their office came and did for us in one of my other classes, and you can look through that. It kind of goes over the nuts and bolts of resume writing. Also, they have a service called Handshake, which will be very helpful for you. Let's see what else is here. Handshake instructions are up there. They will review your resume if you send it to them with enough time to spare. Okay, so hopefully this video has helped you to get a sense of what I'm going to be asking for with regards to this assignment. And I wish you well, and do let me know if you want to meet with me or send me an email if you have any concerns. Okay, thank you.